As I'm putting it back, I'm like, why didn't I get rid of more?
Hello sweet friends and welcome to my channel. My name is Anna if you are new here, and I am a wife and stay-at-home mom to 3 little ones, and today's video is jam-packed full of decluttering and organizing in my kids' rooms. There is so much to do that we're just going to jump right into it. And on my channel, this is what I do. I declutter, I organize, clean, and all the mom life things. So if that's something you like, then stay tuned because this is sure to give you all the motivation for decluttering in your home today.
This is a struggle for me, and I know I can't be alone being a struggle for somebody else, so I'm just sharing the realness of it. So I'm putting everything back.
Sometimes I'm broken, too much of emotions. Sometimes I'm the lightning, don't wanna pick a fight when everything seems so.
All right, so this is the situation in my middle son's room. If you have been with my channel anytime, you know this is a trouble room for me. And I have tried many things to get on top of this. It's just, this overwhelms my son, and it definitely overwhelms me. And so we are going to simplify. And I mean, this is just a tremendous, this gives me such anxiety. I can't even tell you guys. So I am coming in here today, and I'm going to have him help me. And I'm going to declutter this. We are going to simplify this room and reduce the amount of toys and things that are out. We are going to get in his closet. I think there's a lot of toys and things that can also be donated or passed down to his little brother. So we are going to get up in here. I put toys up here. These toys don't get played with. And I put them, you know, I don't do as much of a toy rotation with him as I do with my toddler, because you know he knows what he plays with. But the toy situation, we have to get it in check. I think my son has been just kind of melting down and overwhelmed with, even like, I've reduced the amount of things that were out and then things creep back out. So that's why I have, you know, this top of the closet full of toys as well. There's entirely too much inventory, all of my children. So that is what I'm working on this summer. I love the toy rotation with Dallas, but I am also going to work on reducing the inventory in the toy rotation as well, because it is entirely too much. And I have told you guys before, there's a research out, and you can look this up, but that, you know, I think one number that people have thrown out that kids get overwhelmed by the amount of toys is like 16. Like, it is just crazy. And I understand it because I'm overwhelmed and I'm an adult. So we are tackling this today. I'm hoping I'm going to get a little bit started before I leave to go pick up my son. Then everybody's going to nap, and then we are going to tackle this hopefully today. It has to happen.
Before we go any further, I cannot wait to share with you my first collaboration with my sweet friend Brandy. She is a wife and stay-at-home mama to 3 kiddos and 3 fur babies, and she's got the chaos of a family of 5 just like I do all the time. So she is constantly trying to keep things in order. She does a lot of decluttering, organizing, and cleaning, as well as DIY projects. She can take a table or a dresser or something she finds for a steal and transform it into this amazing treasure that looks fantastic in her new home. I love watching her transformations in her video. Brandy is from Florida, and last year her family up and moved to Georgia, and they had an adventure of a lifetime. They even lived in their camper for a while, so you are going to definitely want to check out all of Brandy's content because there is a lot of great stuff to see on her channel. And this week we are going to be doing a lot of the same things. We're going to be decluttering and organizing and even tackling some toys in some of our kiddos' rooms. So we are going to be giving you double declutter and organization motivation. So you're going to want to check out both of our videos, and you're going to leave ready to tackle the biggest projects ever. I am going to leave a link to Brandy's channel in the description box below. Head on over there after you watch my video and leave her a comment and let her know I sent you. You're going to absolutely love her channel just like I do. And now we are jumping into my kiddos' chaos and trying to make some order of it and simplify it as best we can.
I guess I can't help myself. Would you call me if I'm in the dark? I'm calling up 'cause I'm right under the stars. Would you run on me leaving this mark? But baby, I'm the one who's
So I've emptied everything, well, his piggy bank, but I'm going to go through. You can probably see, I don't know if you can, surely you can see the dust that has settled on that. So I'm going to clean this, and then my goal is to minimize this and not have, you know, 5,000 books out at one time. I'm going to move them to, he's got 2 bookshelves, and I think that's good. I don't think, you know, I just need to do a better job of, I guess, each week making sure that, you know, whatever's gotten out, some of it gets put away. So there's not a ton. But we're going to just have to kind of go through all of this. I mean, there's stuffed animals everywhere. So anyways, I just pulled everything out, and then we're just going to have to sit down and go through it. And then this is just a matter of weeding out, not having so many books out here that they get piled up. This is kind of my stopping point. And then, you know, his room is just a wreck, which I expected to be a mess, like with clothes and things like that. But I think I can help reduce the paralyzing aspect of putting things away. If there's not as much out, it won't be as hard to put away. So I'm hoping I can fix that for my son today. So this is where we're going to stop. I'm going to go get my kids, and we will pick this back up here in a little while. Alright, so the day got away. We got in here. I got in here with my son after his nap, and we just kind of got going, and so I did not film all of it. I cleared this off, like dusted it, pledged it, and then I will show you guys. I'm just putting one toy per cubby. We're going to have a bookshelf and some art, and a shelf for his art supplies. Then everything else is going to go back into his closet. We got up here and cleaned out this closet all the way down. This is the only stuff left. And cleared out all of these. We went through every single one of these bins. And so these are empty. What he's going to do is donate a lot of stuff to his brother. So I am making a little tote that's going to still go back up in his closet, because this all doesn't need to go to his brother right now. And then this is stuff he wants to keep. So there's still a lot of stuff that he's keeping. But the trick is we are not keeping it all out all at one time. I had him pick out something to go on each shelf and no more than that. And one shelf is also going to have Legos, which you all know Legos is a lot to pick up. So I think I will show you guys in a minute. He's not helping me anymore, so I may film kind of putting all of this up. But like I said, I got in the moment. We got after it, and I just didn't film the process. But here's kind of the in-between as I'm getting everything put away. We went through and picked out what books he wants out. I'm going to put all of these away between his room and my daughter's room. Put some clothes away, and you will see the final product. But this is kind of everything we're working with, all of the stuff he's keeping. That whole thing is action figures. So we are set on action figures. And then I'm going to put whatever else is left in these totes, and then just put everything back up on his shelves, and I'll show y'all what it looks like here in a minute.
I wanna hear you say that you only want me. That you only want me. Some kind of magic, you came into my life, and with that bedhead, you give me falling twice. Yeah, you're an angel and always on my mind. I wanna love you like
running out of time. So it's now the time where I know he's keeping all of this stuff, so I'm just going to start throwing it back in totes, and it's going to go up, and then he can ask for it at any time, but this is going to be a lot better, I think. So I'm almost to where I can show you guys the final product. It needs to be vacuumed, but that may not happen today.
I wanna stay by your side, never gonna let you go. Tell me I'm the one you think you know. I wanna hear you say that you only want me. That you only want me. Don't need to tell you, you see it in my eyes. I wanna travel, let's drive into the sunrise. Where your heart is where I wanna lie. Just wanna love you like I do on my own. Yeah, this is what it's about when it's just you and I, and the stars in the sky, and the heart on the motor. It's so much better off alone. If I could live all my life tonight, we're living on the road. I wouldn't doubt there's nothing I want more. I wanna stay by your side, never gonna let you go. Tell me I'm the one you think you know. I wanna hear you say that you only want me. That you only want me. That you only want me. That you only want me.
All right, real quick, this is what we landed on. I know this looks extreme compared to what it did look like, but we're experimenting with this. He was so overwhelmed with all of the toys, so he picked out what toys he wanted out. So we did that. This seems like a more than manageable amount. He's got Legos that can rotate in and out of this as well. And then he picked the books he wanted out, and then everything else. And then this is some art stuff, which there might be a better way to arrange that, but this will work for now. And then everything else went in his closet. So all the extra books, all the extra toys, the books are here. And then all the toys are up here that he can get at any time. We can switch them out at any time. I just wanted this to be less paralyzing for him when it came to cleanup time. So he went through everything with me. He made all of the decisions and helped me declutter. We threw away a few things. These 2 bins are going to his younger brother, but just not at this time. And then all of this is action figures and all of his other toys that y'all kind of saw me putting away. Extra books. And we will just see how this works, and we will adapt it and change it as needed. But I'm excited to see if this is just so much more easier for him, where he doesn't melt down trying to clean up his room. So there you have it. A look at what the rest of the house looks like when you work in one room on a project. Everything else just kind of falls by the wayside. And I'm getting ready to cook dinner, so this will have to be done later tonight or tomorrow. Sink full of dishes. Stuff everywhere. But my middle child's room is neat, clean, and organized. Not so much the rest of the house. All right, it is another day, another project. We are moving into my daughter's room. We worked in my middle child's room a couple of days ago and just really simplified his room. So today we're kind of doing the same thing. Maddie wants to declutter and organize in her room. We're going to tackle her Barbies over here and her toy box and her closet. We're just going to be doing kind of little sprucing up and making it just work for her a little bit better. And we'll take you along for a little bit of the process, probably not the whole thing. And we're just going to be doing a lot of decluttering and organizing. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're going to give you just a quick overview of kind of what we're working with. We're going to start, I think, with Barbies, but she wants this toy box organized. We got lots of little doodahs.
Yeah, doodahs.
Lots of doodahs. Okay, open up that toy box. Show us what we're working with. Okie dokie. So as you can see, completely jam-packed. So we are going to have to jump into that real soon. We're going to come over here and help her organize her Barbies. Her Barbie house is just kind of a wreck.
I made it a mess because I wanted to.
You made it a mess because you wanted it to.
Yeah, so
And
it could be in the middle.
we're going to reorganize. Oh, she just wanted to be in the video, so she made it a mess. That's what she's saying. So, perfect day. It is raining outside, so it is a perfect day to tackle an inside project. Let's see your closet.
Yeah, closet. It's a mess.
Turn your light on so we can see it.
I have a sign that says that.
Yep, sign, because she made a little reading nook in here, so it's private. Maddie and Mommy only, right?
Yeah, or Ruby.
Okay. So, not terrible, but like the game area especially has gotten out of hand. Little mess over here, little messes down here. So we're just going to come back in, tidy it back up, and again, go through the toys, see what needs to be donated,
And up there,
trashed, etc. So let's get started. So as we know it's trash, like immediately if we know it's trash, let's go ahead. We get our trash bag, and we have another bag for donate. So immediately we're going to kind of start throwing things out.
I just wanna hold you. I just wanna look into your eyes and tell you that I want you. You know you make me feel so alive. Can't stop thinking about you day and night. Love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down, yeah, you make me smile. You're the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. Everything I needed. I never thought I'd meet someone like you. You know you are the reason. The reason why I feel like I can fly. Thinking about you day and night. I love it when you kiss me, love it when we touch. Every time I'm down, yeah, you make me smile. You're the solution.
All right, so we have gone through the toy box.
yeah, it's kind of a sign. It's kind of a mess, but we're gonna clean that up later.
Yeah, so we've emptied the toy box. We divided things into groups. We've got art stuff and just kind of random stuff. Tons of trash. There was a lot of trash in that.
And that's why my toy box is stuffed.
It was
stuffed
stuffed
with trash.
Yes, these were all little trinkets and things. Her Poppet collection. We've got some stuffed animals here. We've got more stuffed animals everywhere else.
I definitely have
Dolls.
a Poppet collection and stuffed animal collection.
Yes, and
Thousands
Barbie.
of both of them.
Not thousands, but yes, you've got a lot.
Thousands of those and
But,
Poppets
yes.
and Barbies. There's so much stuffed animals.
All right, we've got a small bag of donations going so far. Couple of things. This stuff is going in her closet. This is going in her closet, and then some of those are to her brothers. And then we will move into the closet after we move into the Barbies.
Barbie.
And then as we get things where we want it and kind of weeded out, then we'll start putting back in the toy box and into the closet.
You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. You are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are, you are. You are the solution. You are the solution. I wanna hold your hand. You're everything that I desire.
Right, almost done organizing the Barbie house. Looking good.
Yeah, it's already done. And you like the little puppy family?
Yeah, little puppy.
Mom, the dad, the big sister, the little sister.
Mm-hmm.
And the baby dolls and toys with it.
We've got our art supplies over here on our table with our Bible and our CD player.
No, I want to put my Bible somewhere else.
Okay, then you can move it somewhere else. It was there.
Every time we touch, we get something what I'm what I'm I wanna hold your hand, you're everything that I desire. Every time we touch, we get something what I'm I just wanna look into your eyes. You know you make me feel like I'm alive. You are, 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 you are the solution. You are the solution. You are, 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 you are the solution. You are the solution. I wanna hold your hand, you're everything that I desire. Every time we touch, we can set the world on fire, world on fire. I wanna hold your hand, you're everything that I desire, I desire. Every time we touch, we can set the world on fire, world on fire.
I know this video has had a lot of talking in it, so I've been trying to let y'all just enjoy some music in between, but I was going to just let you know for projects like these you kind of have to just get in your mind. Like you notice I broke these projects up. One day I did my one son's, the other day I did this one. You have to kind of, at least for me, I have to gear up and put it kind of on the calendar just so I can get into the mindset to do this. And if you're in the right mindset, it's easy to tackle it. But if you're not in the mood and you're not in that mindset, it really is hard to tackle these projects. So that's just a little tip for you, is to make an appointment to do this, put it on the calendar, and make it something that you are working towards so that it is easy for you to go into it in the right frame of mind, and it will be so much easier and you will be so much more successful when you're in the zone of doing a project like this.
Right, here is our donations. And this is all the trash that has come out. I'm talking soft because my baby's sleeping. All right, Maddie, how do you feel
Good.
about what we've done?
Yeah.
You want to show us?
Yeah. So first,
You want to do the closet first?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, the books are like that. All the Dr. Seuss books. There was the Dr. Seuss books and
All the chapter books are together.
yeah, like
Easy readers, chapter books.
Diary.
That's how you wanted it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we have some games like Candyland and Go Fish.
Did we just tidy them up a little bit? They make them look a little better.
Yeah.
And you got your you got your Bible over there now too. Okay.
Yeah, and some flower game, or you can make your own flower garden.
Okay.
And some purses and bags and
Yeah, we just tidied this up, didn't we?
dresses. Yeah. My toy box looks so much better.
Oh yeah. Is it
So-
easier for you to see everything?
Yeah, there's Hatchimals and Bendy sticks, Polly Pockets, glasses, bunny, a baby blanket, some mini headband, pinball, and my collection of puppets. There's littles and bigs.
Okay. So I am doing another decluttering project toys. That is the thing I am determined to get a hold of this summer. So what I have behind me, this is all of my baby's toys. I pulled them out of his room. Everyone is napping right now. And so I am going to try and declutter these. I'm going to have less out like I did in my son's room, my other son's room. Try to get less out and then put a lot of them away, and then still do the toy rotation, but just with less toys out. I'll put a couple toys downstairs and just like a handful out in his room. Everything else I'm going to put away. I'm just trying to simplify this and really declutter. I'm going to put a bunch of the toys in a tote under my bed. Okay, let's try this again. I said my kids are napping. My oldest is quiet time, and it's not always so quiet. Anyways, so got my youngest toys behind me. I pulled them in here to work on them for nap time, and so I'm just trying to declutter. I'm going to put a ton of them underneath my bed so that maybe, you know, out of sight, out of mind. If he's not playing with them a lot, then that here in a couple months you can actually do a bigger declutter. So I hate to get rid of things that you think they might play with. Toys is just hard. It's just been a tough one for me. I have been trying to tackle this, and it's a constant thing, so I just get a little bit more aggressive each time. Some of you guys might be better at this, and some of you guys might be in the same boat as me. It is just hard to get ruthless with kids' toys sometimes if you're like, well, what if they want that or they play with that? Or what if I get rid of something that they want? Which has happened. I've gotten rid of things and then they've asked for it, and I'm like, I guess it's been decluttered. Anyways, so that's what we're doing today. We're going to jump into these toys, see if we can declutter and simplify even to another level. So let's get going. And first thing I always do is I go through and I divide everything out, sort it, get all the pieces together, and then from there start deciding what to do. A good overview here. So I've kind of sorted everything out. I know this doesn't look like it. This is a lot of just odds and ends, but I've got everything paired together with its parts. Emptied out all the bins except for this one. This is all like stuffed animals and things. So my goal is to have everything in this bin, and this one in his closet. And then that will go downstairs and then overflow here. And then I forgot to mention these two bins are from my older son's room. These are things he wants Dallas to have, but I didn't want all of these things out all at once either. So I kind of need to go through here to see if I want to pull anything out of here. Just further, everything's out and been gone through, and now it's just deciding where it needs to go. Does it stay? Does it get stored? Or is it donated? So here we go. And this is trash. And then I've got donations going over here. So
live your life within the moment. And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So So let us dance this night away. Our bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. We get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter. Feel the air get thinner. Standing in a blurry dream. No one else can see us. Live your life within the moment.
All right, I've gotten to a stopping place where everything makes sense now, so let me walk you through it. And looks like my baby may be up, so I might be able to show you guys as I put everything back now too. This is going downstairs. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. 9 toys going downstairs. These will still be in rotation. These are going back into his room. 1 will go in each of his cubbies. I think there was like 7 toys, 6 toys, 7 toys here. Those will go back with the books because he's got a little book shelf in his room and a book closet. These go with some things that are already in his room. I'm going to put them with it. These things will be put up high in his closet. These things will be in his closet. These are the next 3 toy rotations. If you guys saw my video on setting up the toy rotation, I talked about these bins. If you haven't, definitely check out that video. I will leave it in the description below if I can remember. But I have set up a toy rotation, which I am loving. And then each bin will have another, 5, 6 toys to rotate out so that he's still getting to play with all of his toys and they're fresh every week or so. So here are 3 rotations that I'll have in his closet. As usual, this stuff is kind of things that he may not play with right now, just kind of overflow. And if they don't get asked for, then maybe that's an indicator that we need to get them out. So this will go under my bed. I did not. Stuffed animals always seem to be overflow, and I just don't know what to do with them. I weeded out 2 bunnies. That's about it. We've got lots of bunnies, lots of just double Elmos. There's 1 Elmo. We've got another one already in his room. So anyways, but this is also going in his closet. These are just extra toys. I mean, this boy does not need any toys. None of my kids need toys. Because we have plenty. But anyways, this is just extra toys that will go into these rotation bins and get rotated in and out. But I like that they're in something that's not see-through so that he's not going to keep trying to get into this. And I will put it up in his closet. Same thing here. These are just toys that he still does play with, but he cannot have all of this out at one time. And so I got rid of a couple of things, like anything that was trash or just destroyed, didn't need to be donated. I'm donating these blocks, just donating some of these things that just aren't getting played with, that just can be weeded out. I would love to do more, but this is kind of where I'm at. These will go into my other son's closet, downstairs, his room, under my bed, and in his closet. So that's kind of what I was able to do. We'll see how this works. This is a very long process for me, but I just can't go through and get rid of all of these toys. I don't know. I have a hard time. Let me know your tips and tricks for toy declutter, or if you're in the same boat as me, let me know. Help me feel better, because I've gotten comments about you just get rid of the toys and you won't have the problem. Well, that's good in theory, but I struggle decluttering my kids' toys when I know that they like the toys and that they do play with them. But at the same time, I do know these all can't be out at the same time, so that's why I do all of the storage, and I'm constantly going through and evaluating the situation. I do go through, and when they outgrow it, I do remove things. I'm pretty good at doing that, removing the toys and clothes and all of that stuff. It's just a constant process for me, so let me know if you have a system that you love that works for you and your kids.
And don't go wait until the morning. You never know when it is over. All that I know is we'll get older. So let us dance this night away.
This is a struggle for me. And I know I can't be alone in it being a struggle for somebody else. So I'm just sharing the realness of it. So I'm putting everything back. And that's more toys. Those are magnet tiles. What's hard now is my son's getting passed down a bunch of toys. So, and then he gets given toys. And then the passed down toys. And so this has been a more overflow than I've ever had before because of the hand-me-downs and gifts. With my daughter to my first son, there wasn't as much crossover because there was a lot of girl toys. But then from my son to son, with all the boy toys and stuff like that, it's a struggle. As I'm putting it all back, I'm like, oh my gosh, did I really do anything? But I'll show you in a minute. At least Les is out. Here's another toy that was a hand-me-down that I just gave to Dallas. Oh my gosh. So, anyways, let me go grab some more. Oh my gosh. As I'm putting it back, I'm like, why didn't I get rid of more? I think what I'm going to do is really, I keep saying I'm going to be ruthless, and then I keep putting it back. I just wanted y'all to see the realness of this struggle. This is a struggle, and there's still more toys in here. These are big toys that can't fit in bins. Alright, so this thing is packed to the brim. Y'all are going to hear my kids fighting probably in the background. I don't know how you can't. That's packed to the brim, but that is stuffed animals. They're light. They're squishy. I don't know what to do with those. Y'all, I'm struggling. I drastically reduced what books were out, and then I'll rotate those around. The rest of them are in his closet. I put one toy per bin. There is except I count that as a little set. There's a fire truck that he just took downstairs, but that'll go in there too. Here's some monster trucks, and they switch out tops. So he's got his monster truck set, and then he loves this thing. And I'm just trying to keep it, and then this is clothes and diapers. So there's one thing per thing, and then the books and the stuffed animals. Still a lot. If he gets everything out, it is a lot. Then there's this train set. Forgot that was out. And then I'm still working on putting everything ouch, just stepped on a toy. I'm still working on putting everything back in here. The nice thing about this though is he can't see in it. So this is full of toys. That is full of toys. Hopefully he can't see those very well. These he can. He gets in this closet and pulls these out all the time. That was another hand-me-down. And then these, he will grow out of these here fairly soon. And then I can get rid of those. That's just another toy he can play with, but it doesn't need to be all the time. He's got blocks, alphabet, magnet tiles. That is empty, thank goodness. I'm going to bring in some more of the toy rotation stuff now. Pretty much the only thing I added in now are these are the next 3 toy rotations, and they are kind of ready to go. So when it's time to switch out these bins and then that bin that goes downstairs, then I will just pull one of these totes, disperse it into there or disperse it downstairs, and then pull out some toys from here or my son's room and give him a new round batch of toys. And so that way they're all getting used and storing them isn't in vain. Anyway, so that's kind of where this ended up. And then I'll walk you back through just to show you. I put the toys downstairs that needed to go down there. And then we've got donations on my desk. And then look at this. All cleared off. More toys under there. But everything has a place in a home and it's not all out. So that's going to be good enough for today. I will do some donations and we will call it good. More things heading out of my house. This was full of trash and that's heading out. And there we go. And then look at my son's room. This he just pulled out literally today. But look at this. His inventory is doing really quite well. We've rotated out He wanted some of his dress up Spider-Man stuff, so we rotated that out, but he's been doing a lot better at cleaning it up. That's Dallas's now. This was my son's. He passed it on to Dallas. But he's been playing with these knights. All these pieces go in that tote, and then they go on that spot. So this has actually been working really well so far. The books are a wreck, as usual, and so is that. I don't know why the lighting is off in here, but that is his art stuff, and it's kind of a hot mess. I need to find something to contain that in. But overall, this is so much better than what it always typically looks like. Are you playing with Bubba's toys? He's Spider-Man. All these toys, everyone gets play out of them. So, anyways, that is it for today's project.
Thank y'all so much for stopping by my channel today and spending some time with me. I hope you're leaving with tons of decluttering and organizing motivation to tackle your kids' toys or another space in your home. If you are stopping by from Brandy's channel, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you will think about subscribing to my channel and joining our community. We would love to have you. And as always, friends, the behind the scenes is coming right now. And until next week, take care.
And go play with it in your room. Can you show him how to do that, Gabriel? Okay. I've got to get this put up fast. Oh, gosh. Cleaning with a toddler is like raking leaves in a tornado. Yes. While we're going through all this. Okay. And I'll just kind of move the camera around a little bit here and there.
What is this stuff? The girl with the red hair?
Yeah, what's her name?
I
Totally Woody and...
No, Jessie.
Jessie. Woody and Jessie. You can put Jessie under here.
Yeah.
And then put Minnie Mouse over there. Side note, does anyone's hair do this? I straighten my hair, but it's got this wave to it, and it's raining outside, and it's like I straightened it a little bit on top, but then people wonder where my son gets his curls and waves, and they always assume it's my husband because I straighten my hair, but I have always had these little, especially with the weather. Anyways, side note, if you're wondering what's going on with my hair, it's straight on top, and then it's got this, I didn't finish straightening it, but anyways.
Can you please tear this chicken pig out? And when you tear the chicken pig out, don't give it to me. You can keep it. I drew it for you.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. Hey, here, this stuff goes to your room. Let me take that. Some darts, and I found some more of your night stuff. I'll help you put the night stuff in the darts.
I've been looking for those shoes.
Okay. If I step on this train set one more time.
So let us dance this night away.